Welcome everyone to Side Draft and welcome to our review of the Xfinity Series race from Bristol Motor Speedway. Emily's joined with us today. You know what that means, one of her drivers has won this race. And yeah, Noah Gragson did win. So she's very happy. How do you feel?
Really happy.
Okay.
She's very happy.
Very happy. Okay. So let's get
it's a lucky day for me.
So before the race started, they did the random draw. Harrison Burton and Brandon Jones will be on the front row.
Yeah, front row gives. I mean, good luck of the draw here. Starting front row Bristol.
And then Justin Allgaier, very early on, I believe lap 1, got into the wall just a little bit, just kind of kissed it. Nothing really too bad there.
Yeah, I believe his car really hooked up good on turn 1, but time he got to turn 2 was really loose and kind of just scraped the wall just a little bit.
So not a lot of damage to Justin Allgaier, but a lot of damage to Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, and Michael Annett. Looked like Ross Chastain just had a tire go down or something like that happen. And unfortunately, Austin Cindric was there.
Yeah, that was my pick for the race. I think Ross Chastain didn't like me picking Austin Cindric. I thought Austin Cindric would have a great day at Bristol. But, yeah, Austin Cindric gave a lot of room. I don't know if the tire went down on Ross Chastain's car or it just got really loose on the bottom and just plowed into it.
What's the deal with Ross and Cindric?
I don't know.
I don't know. They like to get in these wrecks together for some reason. But as Ross Chastain, I believe he saved it. But then Michael Annett comes through. Not a lot of time to stop. It wasn't like Ty Dillon and had all the time in the world to stop and miss him. Just nowhere Michael Annett could go.
Yeah, nowhere he could go. Ross Chastain just jumped right there in front of him. So pretty much the end of his day.
Yeah, I believe Chastain could have held the brake here and not slide up into Michael Annett. I think Annett would have been fine. But unfortunately, Annett's day was done.
Yeah, pretty much knocked the whole back end of Cindric's car off. I mean, they really couldn't fix that and get back out there. Really bad. But I really like Cindric's car. I like the way it looks. Not now. But then when we started the race, the black and white.
So then we'd see Noah Gragson and Justin Haley. They would run down Harrison Burton, but before they could do anything with them, the competition caution at lap 35 came out. And it seems like every time with these competition cautions, the racing ramps up right there, and we can't ever get to see what it would have turned out like.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's really aggressive from the get-go, and they're just trying to get through the field.
And then, let's see, Noah Gragson would get the lead on the next restart, and then he'd lead for a little bit, and then a caution for debris. The reason why we had debris on the racetrack was because Harrison Burton and Joe Nemechek made some contact. Joe Nemechek, being a lap car, just wasn't clear. Didn't really pick a lane. He just did it at the last second. And up into Harrison Burton he goes. But Harrison Burton was able to continue on.
That's the bad part about Bristol. There's always lap cars in the way.
Yeah, you just got to pick a lane and stay there. You can't really second guess where you're going to go. Just go somewhere and stay there until the leaders go by. But then Noah Gragson would go on to win stage 1. So far this season, Noah Gragson's been very strong on these stage wins. Really all of junior motorsports.
Yeah, I really don't know what happened because Gragson, he used to be really bad at Bristol, and now he shows up and he's like he's leading the race. I mean, he's had a really fast car. It's taking off. I'm like, wow, it's pretty cool.
He went from being really bad to really good. So
must be the awesome looking car he had.
Maybe it's Plan B sales.
Yeah.
So, hey, sponsor more cars, Plan B sales. Sponsor us, please. But then stage 2 would begin. Brandon Jones would take 2 tires. He would lead off pit road. Justin Allgaier would make his way to second. But Daniel Hemrick was speeding on pit road. So unfortunately, Hemrick's going to have to go all the way from the back to the front.
Yeah, he was showing some speed early on, making some good passes and very fast. And he was very fast because he sped on pit road.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way to prove that you can make your way back, and that he did. And then we'll have another caution, lap 17 of the stage. This would be for Timmy Hill. I believe he had some help there from another car. believe it was Vinnie Miller or somebody.
Yeah, him and Vinnie Miller got into it, and he got spun around, and I think Vinnie managed to go on, and I don't know if Jimmy Hill got any damage or not.
Yeah, I don't think he really
did.
Think he did. But then we'd have another caution later on for AJ Allmendinger. He would spin, unfortunate spin for him, but he was able to recover.
Yeah, but he just got loose and just spun it.
And then Justin Allgaier would get the lead on the restart, and then Tommy Joe Martins, I believe this was in front of the leaders. He would get into the wall, no caution. So this is another one of those Bristol moments. You're like, is that a caution? Will it be a caution? I don't think so, but the last one was. So
let's flip a coin. All right, tails. All right, no caution.
So, but then we would have a caution for Patrick Emmerling. Very heavy damage. He had contact with Bailey Curry.
His car was a little curly.
The car was curly, but not Bailey Curly. But
sorry.
Okay, had a little intermission there. But then
unexpected guest.
Yeah, very hard crash for Patrick Emmerling. Very violent crash at that.
Yes, I believe he hit the inside wall.
Yeah, and hitting the inside wall, that's something you never want to do. But with Bristol, you're eventually going to if you wreck.
And usually when you hit the inside wall, it's usually when they bring out the red flag.
Yeah, this is where the red flag happened. But when we eventually got going, Justin Allgaier would go on to win stage 2. So like we said, Junior Motorsports, very strong on these stage racing so far.
Yeah, I believe Justin Allgaier and Noah probably had the strongest cars. I know Justin Haley, he was coming through the field, showing some strengths too. And you'll talk about him a little bit later.
And then Allgaier and Noah Gragson almost made contact on pit road.
I don't see how they missed each other.
I know.
That was just like, that was like a suave move right there.
Very suave.
Yeah.
It was very Plan B sales, but so Ryan Sieg would stay out. Ryan Sieg would stay out, and that didn't really work out too well. I thought it was going to, but then eventually he just dropped like a rock.
Yeah, sometimes just stay out if you got a good car, because you've got some really strong cars behind you, and they're just going to eat you up.
And then Allgaier would lead. Then AJ would have to make another pit stop under green. Flat tire, just not his day. But I think he was able to recover from that.
Yes, I mean, he finished top 10.
So great job out of AJ. Justin Haley would make his way to second. He would eventually catch Justin Allgaier. Had a very strong long run car. I think we only had one long run the entire day, so he made it count while it lasted. But he couldn't get around Justin Allgaier before Tommy Joe Martins would spin. So Tommy Joe just had a very rough couple of days.
Yes, it wasn't a very good day for him, especially when you wreck a couple times in the night.
And then, Charlotte is looking to get his first ever top 10, and then unfortunately wrecked there. So hopefully we'll get some good runs here. But then Riley Herbst would lead off pit road with only 2 tires. This was like 50 to go. We'll find out very shortly after that this did not work, but it was cool to see someone try something.
Yeah, at least you got to try something. I ain't sure if that's a good call right here. I don't know if he was a top 3 car. I mean, he's more like a top 5.
Yeah, like 10 to 20 to go, I would say do that, but 50.
Not 50 to go.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out for Brad in the Cup race, but just because he had a lot of drivers in front of him that had older tires, so when he got 2 tires, it made his car better.
Yeah, and the other cars didn't really get enough wear on their tires for that to really matter.
Yeah, because I mean, you got 2 tires. Everybody's got 4 tires. They got good handling cars, and it's just not going to work out too good.
Yeah, so didn't work out too well, and he wrecked one of the leaders, which was Justin Haley. So
yeah, he almost collected Justin Allgaier. Almost got to the rear corner panel, but yeah, he went up there, got loose, and put Haley in the wall away.
But then Justin Haley says, "Hey, I know we got some damage, but I don't think it's too bad."
Brandon Jones got into the back end of Justin Haley, but I don't think it really messed his car up that much, and he continued on.
The only problem was the splitter was scraping on the turns there, so I think that's what eventually caused him to have a flat tire. That would be on the next restart. Justin Haley would have that flat tire, no caution.
Yes, this was kind of confusing.
Yeah.
The no caution rule. He had a tire going down. He was slow. He hit the wall. He was trying to get to pit road and went through the cautions. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
If there would have, not been a caution for the 15 of Colby Howard with 13 to go, it looked to be like Justin Allgaier was just going to cruise onto a win.
Yeah, Allgaier, he's always great on these restarts. He can just jump out there and play little games with the leaders, and he can get a good lead. And had a great car. He could go to top or bottom for these two. And I believe later on his car got a little tight, and unfortunately the caution comes out, kind of reset again.
So it'd restart with 6 to go. It'd be Justin Allgaier on the inside and Noah Gragson on the outside. I believe that's how it was.
Yeah, because Justin, he liked the inside. He liked the inside groove because you get down there on the little spray stuff and
you don't know the name of it yet, do you?
I noticed their PJs down there. But, I know the Bush Brothers was calling it the spray, so I was just calling it the spray stuff.
Sounds like a cool name for a band.
Yeah.
So you're copying the Bush Brothers?
Well, they did a good job up in the booth. I think they did an awesome job calling the races and bring some good stuff to the commentary and stuff, and it was really good.
Is that going to be your main name too?
The spray, yeah. Our concert after coronavirus is over, we're going to be playing our first gig called our PJs. But yeah, I think the Bush Brothers
I'm not in that band.
Did a great job with the commentary. They had a lot of fun, just a lot of funny jokes. And Kyle just messing with Kurt because Kurt said something the wrong way or pronounced something the wrong way. So I really enjoyed their commentary.
It's like siblings.
Yeah, Kyle could just point out a lot of stuff on the cars and what this one's doing, that one's doing. I thought that was pretty cool.
We need them back more often in Xfinity.
Yeah, we need Kyle in the booth more often in the truck races and Xfinity.
Maybe some of the Cup. But yeah, I really enjoyed listening to their insight on the race. But back to the race itself, it'd be Allgaier and Gragson. They'd be fighting for the lead. Gragson had this great restart. I don't know how he did it. He
was very good taking off on the top. And Justin was good on taking off on the bottom. But it was like Justin got a little off the bottom lane, went up the track a little bit, and Noah saw it. He had to go for it.
And then those, Gragson and Allgaier was going for the same spot. Looked like Gragson just maybe missed the bottom, and Allgaier was planning on pinching him down. And then
it's kind of the same deal with Justin Allgaier when he went down to turn 1 and stuff. He kind of just washed up a little bit. Now, that's what Noah did. It was similar to what Chase Elliott and Joey Logano did, but it worked out a little better than they did.
Yeah, at least for the 9 car.
At least for the 9 car, yeah.
It's always the 9 getting into stuff like that.
It always is, for some reason. It's number 9, deja vu. So, but yeah, that would be another caution because Allgaier, another violent crash and another Bristol heartbreak for Justin Allgaier.
Yeah, I believe it cut his tire. He's spinning around. Really hated for him. I mean, he had a great car. I believe he's going to at least finish in the top 4. So they go for a dash for cash, and now he can't do that now.
Yeah, like the last 3 Bristol races, Justin Allgaier has been the fastest car and just didn't win.
And I picked him, and look what happened.
Yeah, I believe Noah, he just saw the hole to go for it. He said, well, if Justin can't win, I'll go to plan B and I will win.
I thought I said stop with those jokes.
I got to put the plugs in there.
Yeah, and then Noah Gragson would hold off Chase Briscoe to win his 2nd career Xfinity Series race.
And I was going to pick him for Bristol, but you said no.
Well, I was like, based on his past at Bristol, hasn't had that much success. And then one day I tell you, yeah, don't pick him. I don't think he'll do too well. And then he shows me up. So.
Well, you told me I couldn't pick him, so I didn't. I picked Cindric, which is I guess I'm
Because
glad because then he crashed.
Because you give Noah bad luck.
Okay.
But it was a great celebration out of Noah.
He just goes crazy.
As always, he does put on a good celebration for the fans. I mean, even though the fans weren't there, he was putting it on for the fans.
Yeah, for all the fans in their Zoom meeting out in the stands. But yeah,
and his personality is just so great.
It's kind of like a mixture of Clint Boyer and someone else. I don't know who yet, but
yeah, he went and climbed the fence. It's like
that's his tradition.
Just like if the fans was there, he still climbed the fence, and it's just pretty awesome celebration.
Yeah, so
especially hanging out the door, the Kyle Busch burnout sort of thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So really enjoyed this entire race. It was a lot of fun. Had a lot of unpredictable moments, and then of course the Busch brothers commentary throughout the race was really enjoyable. So yeah, got to have them back in the booth some more. But yeah,
if it means Noah wins all the time.
So yeah, that's why Emily she likes to join us when her drivers win and do well. Yeah.
Noah's my favorite. Don't tell Blaney though.
Yeah, and just to mention that Jeremy Clements finished 8th and Josh Williams 9th. I mean, great runs for them. I mean, they just had a good finish here, and Mike Snyder finished 5th and Hemrick 6th. So, good job, guys.
Yeah, a lot of good runs from these guys, and
Brendan Brown 7th. So.
How many people are gonna keep yelling
out? The whole top 10.
I'm gonna give you the whole top 10.
So,
I need to do that. Just run the whole top 10 down.
But yeah, really enjoyed the race. Pretty much it was very similar to the Cup race. Did very well. Can't wait to get back here at Bristol. I'm shocked that we don't do, the other races we had like 2 Cup races and a truck race, and then here we don't get a second Cup race. What the heck? We need more Bristol races. Where you at?
So Noah Gragson and Briscoe and Jones and Burton's going for the Dash for Cash.
So yeah, that's gonna be.
And Noah's gonna get it.
We'll see if Noah can get that Dash for Cash.
And it's at Atlanta, so that's where we're gonna see a lot of different lines. And Noah Gragson likes to run the high line.
And if you want to pick a pick, don't ask him.
Don't ask me. My pick finished second. So.
Yeah, I wonder if Noah, if he goes and wins the Dash for Cash, he's gonna split it with Allgaier just because he messed him up.
I don't know. We'll see. But we are doing this thing. Whatever race review gets the most likes throughout the season, we will buy the Race Win diecast.
Please.
I wanted to mention this since it was Plan B sales, and
keep hitting that like
Please,
button.
it goes to me.
If you want to see us do a diecast review on Noah Gragson's
The
Plan B
Noah
sales
car
car,
goes to me.
hit the like button to let us know. But we want to give a big shout out to Brad Anderson for supporting us on Patreon. If you would like to support us on Patreon and get a shout out yourself, go to the link in the description.
And like this video, please.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more race reviews. Atlanta's going to be real fun coming up. So can't wait for that. We'll see you there.